within under half an hour. It's very quick.
Yeah, I saw the notification like too late.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Otherwise I would have. What were we doing on Saturday?
What were y'all doing?
Girl, I don't know.
We helped Marie move this
Girl.
week. That might have been what it was.
No,
Did you move?
Saturday. Friday was 4th of July. I don't even know anymore.
Oh, we were gonna go see Marie do an aerial show, but ended up getting canceled because of all the flooding. We went to. We were over at Maggie's Folks House. That's what we were doing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Y'all good with the flood and stuff? I didn't know where it hit.
Yeah. Yeah, we were like everyone in the everyone that you know and that I know like personally all did fine. I think my mom had some family that had some someone in my mom's family died in the flood, but it's not anyone I've met before.
Gotcha.
So,
That's gnarly.
but yeah, it's pretty scary stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I saw some of the footage from like the worst parts. I'm like, ooh, that's like fucked. Like the areas
Yeah.
around
And
the
it
couple
kinda-
rivers.
It sprang up on people, like people were just in their houses and stuff, and then
Yeah.
water suddenly kind of like came rushing in their living room, like they had no warning.
That when I was looking at some of the reporting, they were saying that like basically people, the ones that did get like some of the phone notifications, it didn't happen. Like the notifications happened at like 3 or 4 in the morning their time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's rough. Is how that goes.
Yeah, we were
sometimes.
out driving that day, going up to my folks. They live like almost an hour away.
Yeah.
And so like going over Texas country roads and crossing a couple of rivers. And watch it like looking at the rivers as we were crossing, like it was a little bit spooky. But there was a road that a bridge that we went over on the way there that was closed when we were trying to go back. So we had to end up going a long ways around, but
And this was after all the worst of the flooding, so I don't know
yeah.
what they were doing, but
Got it.
That's possible that a tree just finally like gave way and started going downstream and may have hit the bridge, and they just want to make sure it wasn't going to collapse with anybody on it.
yeah. But it's been pretty crazy. But fortunately, we didn't get hit by any of that really bad here. So
Yeah, we're lucky.
All right, chat. Welcome in for those just joining us. We're just checking in with our Texan friends to see how they fared during the recent storms. I'm glad at least the folks that I know are doing all right. I remember that snowstorm was also pretty gnarly. Not that just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't get me started on that. Terrifying.
yeah, we had a really bad snowstorm a few years ago, and then we had a pretty bad freeze like a couple of years after that too. So, but it's been pretty crazy down here.
Is that I was like, that's an abnormal thing, right? Like, because Austin usually was like, at least that area
Yeah,
used to be more leveled out in terms of weather.
It would. I mean, there's been like a couple of freezes when I was a child, like,
Yeah.
and like it snowed like once or twice. But like when it snowed, it meant like it was there was snow on the ground in the morning, and it was gone by the afternoon or the evening. So kind of the stuff that we've got in the last couple of years has been, completely freak stuff. So, yay climate change. But
Yay, climate change.
Yeah, man, no kidding.
but and it still gets hot here too. So
All right. Chat, for those joining us, where we're talking and watching some Three Dog footage from this past weekend. For those who don't know, I was down at a Three Dog night practice. This is a practice that's often held 2 to 3 times a year here in Atlantia, and I did a little bit of fighting. One of the coolest things about this particular one is that His Grace Duke Sven, 2-Stick Sven of Onstjorg, flew out to come hang out and give lessons. Also, I think he was partially hanging out because Athos is now Prince of Atlantia, another one of the herd graduates. Was down in fighting, so
it's former amp guarders that.
Yep. all the
are now
Android connection.
running the SCA basically. So
Yeah, for sure, some segments of it, right?
yeah,
And I liked when I was at Ruby Joust, I heard a bunch of stories from Athos about Sven, which is a lot of fun.
I'm sure. Yeah,
Chad,
there's
if
some
you ever
pretty
wanna-
crazy stories about Sven from
from back in the day.
before. Yeah,
You should. I'll get Athos to tell you one of the stories when we're at Penzik. I don't want to
definitely.
I don't want to steal their thunder, but I liked it enough that I'm like, John would like this one.
definitely down for that.
All right, so this is the footage that I took primarily. One of these was a Rothgar footage, and we'll watch some of his channel footage as well. This is the stuff that I
You
personally
shared
captured.
can you share it in Discord for me too?
Of course, that was my next to do.
Thank you. I do have the stream open here, but
There you go. Chat, I
Thank
hope you
you.
are all doing okay. Atlantia is now getting a bunch of storms currently. Like it's gnarly outside right now. If I randomly disappear, it's because power went out, probably.
Uh-oh.
hopefully not. But
Hopefully not. Generally pretty good in this area where I am. I'm my particular house is very intertwined with the nearby commercial areas, and so I'm
yeah.
generally speaking more protected. And and if something happens, they bring it up faster than the more rural residential areas.
you don't have a backup generator.
I have backup power here, but not enough to power the
To run the
house.
thing.
It's
That
like
makes sense.
to run basic things. I can run an appliance at a time, keep heat in a room.
You seem like the kind of person who would have those things. That's why I asked.
I do, but not to that extent.
Not to stream.
Not to stream, for sure. Although,
Fair enough.
I was like, I bet you I could stream off of my phone, 5G and all that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've streamed off your phone, or I've streamed off my phone on your channel, and it worked pretty well.
As long as it doesn't overheat, which inside the house it won't.
Yeah. Well, if you lose power, maybe it would, but probably not in the evening.
Right, exactly. yeah. All right, let me pull up
Oh,
my face cam on stream. Aha, there I am. Let me move myself. Hello, chats. Hello, hello. Hopefully you can see my face. We got John, we got Maggie. All right, I think we're good. We'll have let's do this. Let's have John and Maggie flanking me here. I'm going
Flanking
to-
you?
Yeah, on stream.
Oh yeah, actually.
We're going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull me this way. Now we're hanging out. It's a conversation.
I like your head being lower than mine.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Oh, there you go. Now we're like
Nice
talking
change.
like friends. There we go. Yeah. Now we're hanging out. I at some point want to make a little table or something so that all of our cheapies can be around it.
Oh,
Or like a campfire.
That would be so cute.
Yeah, imagine just a little graphic campfire right in front of my mic. Right here.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the plan.
Be great. Virtual Penzik, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. It fits the vibe. That's on my eventual to-do list. Anyhow, here's the footage that I got. This is Sven and Fergus. Fergus, formerly of the West, and this is Duke Sven, Two Stick Sven of Ansiora. This is later in the day, so I just kind of wanted to see what he looks like when he is warmed up and beating people.
Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
he has such a distinctive way that he moves.
Yeah.
Chat, if you want us to watch anything in particular from Three Dog, let me know. Link the footage, whatever. Happy to watch.
Can you run that one back?
Yeah.
I think that was basically Sven's. This
His
is Sven's
opener.
basic. Yeah, this is like his sort of way to just test to see if someone knows how to fight him, basically.
Yeah.
It's
His
the
1-2.
left to right, and kills a lot of really good fighters with this.
Yep. Left to the leg.
Left to leg / body,
Yep.
and then just right flat snap.
Yeah, in the
You see, yeah, he
tempo
blocks all the way.
as he's cocking. Boom.
Yeah. Well, you have to block. People end up getting cross blocking to get the body. They could block the left, and then they just open up for the flat.
Yeah, you're saying like his broken lance is cross blocking
Yeah.
low. Yeah.
hmm
Boom. You know something Sven doesn't do that I hear other people do is name any attack.
He calls that his 1-2.
Yeah, he just calls it like a 1-2, but it's not like a named thing.
Does it need a more complicated name than that?
I'm just saying. I know people who name their attacks. The bear trap or the snake bite, etc.
Are you talking about? I mean, Nova names his stuff, but
There's a few others.
yeah, I feel like heavy fighting has more distinct, more like basic. I mean, can you think of examples in armored fighting where people have named things like that?
No, I mean other than the flat snap.
Yeah, but that was named like 50 years ago.
Yeah. Ferguson did a good job of getting out of that one. The 1-2. And there again.
Yeah.
Another getting out.
Lachlan calls one shot a windshield wiper, but that's a pretty basic name too.
A windshield wiper. I like
The
this.
blade kind of does a little loopy thing.
The right hand tap, right? To
Oh yeah, kind of pins the sword or
pin it for a second. Yeah. Throws the wrap. Gets that. Once again, boom. And comes in and blocks.
I actually think Madu thing is a hard style to fight against two sword, and to a certain extent vice versa. But
you can see my mine and Alex's tiny house in the back there.
oh, is it at the
Yeah.
the WoW site?
Yeah, the Alkenberg site.
Nice, I did not know that. Yeah, I thought the site looked familiar, but I wasn't sure which it was.
Yeah.
Did you stay at the tiny house for this practice? Or?
Yeah. Love
Nice.
it.
That's
Yep.
super convenient.
It is. I love it. Pull up. Our mattress is there. Our house is there. The yard is there for the dogs. All the stuff we need. Nice leg take.
Too bad you weren't allowed to do that at Penzik.
I know,
Would
right?
you do that at Penzik if you could?
Oh,
I assume
yeah.
you would.
For sure. 100%. To build? Like, build out? Yeah, I would have done that a long time ago.
You can't go for it, but
Gulf Wars is like, because of its distance, it means I will never use it more than once a year at best.
yeah, it's not worth it.
Penzik is 2 weeks, and then
That's the other reason that Penzik would be more worth it.
it's not like,
It's big country, right?
yeah,
Kristoff?
it's Kristoff and Shaggy.
Shaggy?
Shaggy, yeah. They're
Shaggy, like
Ghost as
Scooby-Doo
them
character?
in our in the Twitch chat.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
who that is. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Cool. I've seen a lot of his videos. I have videos of him fighting, and I've seen him in the chat. I just didn't put those two together. So
Yeah. And there's Rothgar film in the back. Yeah,
we get
Rothgar
some
also has
passes
this
with him
one.
at Penzik if he goes.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Shaggy typically goes to Penzik. I don't think. I don't know.
That would make sense because I've never seen him. So
Yeah. That particular kit. Yeah, he's dead. Ooh, y'all hear that? A loud thunder in the back.
no, did not hear it at all.
Oh, my mic is so good.
Yeah,
That was loud.
no audio texture, I guess.
Ooh, nice. Look at that.
Nice timing on that on the offside there.
Yeah. Yeah, punish the low probe.
Yeah. Well, what counters an offside is an offside. It's hard to tell if that lands if they're not.
Yeah, I
but-
can't tell. And there's a potential
look-
frame for like where it hits. I mean,
But he kind of nods his head like
Yeah.
it was, so I
Kristoff
must have been
nods it.
in that missed frame.
yeah, I agree.
Has Kristoff lost some weight?
Yeah, Kristoff lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, not so big country anymore.
Yeah. Slim country.
I don't think there's any way he really can't be big, just less big than he was.
And he's tall and he's broad.
Yeah, he's a tall human. He taller than you?
I don't know actually. I think comparable.
Comparable. Okay.
You know,
Oh, is this Sven and
this is
Um,
Sven and Duke Kuhn.
Dukun?
Duke Sven and
That's
Duke Kuhn.
interesting.
Yeah. Kuhn has also, as of late, dropped a ton of weight.
I've seen Kuhn's weight go up and down a lot over the years,
Yeah. He's been on
just
a
based on
really
my
big
watching
drop.
of his fighting videos
Right, exactly. Yeah, you can kind of
with
see.
him over the years.
But he's definitely like, from what I can tell, moving like somebody who's very low energy, like in their body. Also, I think he, in this particular video, he's like just picked up this particular shield shape,
Well, and he's probably trying to
like trying.
like fighting Sven is like its own challenge.
Mm-hmm, for
It's
sure.
a little has you kind of unique.
I've watched the other video when Sven came down for a 3-dog from like 7 or 8 years ago or something a bunch of times. And it's also him and Kuhn fighting.
There's a video of him and Kuhn and Sven fighting from an Adult Swim from a long time ago
Yeah.
too. Kuhn's fighting with a heater. That one.
Yeah, I think Kuhn has won more crowns as a heater. Kuhn has some sort of like record for winning crowns, I think.
Probably Atlantean record.
And like, I think he's like at 9 or 10, something like that.
Yeah, the record is held by I think it's either Jade or Uther from the West, and
Yeah.
it's in the teens or 20s.
Okay. Oh,
But
that's so
They
funny.
also have three crowns in 1 year rather than two. like
Oh,
most
yeah,
kingdoms.
yeah. That would make it sense.
So they're shorter, and so there's more opportunities.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. That would grind out just more opportunity to.
It's still kind of an obscene number of crowns, though.
I think 3 is pushing it.
Once
I-
you're a duke, it's